So after traveling to 59 country, this is the first time we got scammed.
Hola everyone, welcome back to another Argentinian episode, and here we are in its capital city of Buenos Aires.
We were pronouncing all wrong, Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires, but actually it is Buenos Aires.
In this episode, we are going to share what to do when you are here in this capital city of Argentina and how we came here, everything in between. So stay tuned. If you have watched our previous episode, we were at the Iguazu Falls, the wonder of the world. It was amazing, still cannot get over it. So from there, we took fly bondi, which is a very questionable airline because all the online reviews were wrong. Even ChatGPT was scared that your flights would get cancelled, but we had a great flight. It was one of the smoothest experience we had from Iguazu Falls to Buenos Aires. We came here. It's already been 2 days. We are here in our Airbnb. We will show you where we are staying later in this video.
First thing, when you are in Buenos Aires or in Argentina, you need to find cambio. Cambio means money exchange. So here mostly the credit card or debit card rate, exchange rate is very bad. So everyone is using cash. So you need to bring lots of dollars, US dollars. Our Canadian dollars, we are not able to use that. So we will be exchanging our US dollars.
We just checked with the cambio to exchange our $20 US bill. First of all, they are giving the worst possible rate for Canadian dollars. So 1 Canadian dollar, it's 550 Argentinian pesos, whereas 1 American dollar, it's 1260 pesos. So it's crazy difference. So bring US dollars. But the 1260 rate was only for the $100 US bills. When we gave a $20 bill, the exchange rate reduced to 1210. So we didn't exchange this time. We will find a better cambio. And now we are going to go to the Subte, which is the subway in Argentina, to recharge our Sube card, which thankfully our Airbnb host gave us, so we didn't have to buy this card, which is I think 2,000 Argentinian pesos, and we just have to recharge it and reload it for our bus and metro transit. So in the metro stations we have the machine, so we'll go there and recharge, and then we'll take the bus to go to our first stop. Let's go.
They do have multiple bus stops, so you need to see which bus you are taking. In that location you have to go. So just like we are going in 152 number bus stop. Gracias. Oh yeah, everything is very nice here.
It's a replica Stadium Boca.
Ah, Boca Unions. Okay. So when you are in Argentina, how can you not see Maradona? So here we are in one of their shops where we can see all the merchandise. He's a god here.
Welcome to our very first spot, which is Caminito, a vibrant pedestrian-only street museum in the neighborhood of La Boca. The moment you come here, the vibes have totally changed. It's so colorful everywhere, and you can see the crowd following this building because in this cafe, up above in the balcony, we have Messi holding the FIFA World Cup. So hence the crowd is taking picture, and it's so touristic here, but it is very safe during daylight. I have read literally the statement was at night your safety is not guaranteed in this place. So do visit Caminito early in the morning or in the daylight. Here all these buildings are so colorful because I got to know like in the late 19th century, by the early 20th century, this area by the dock, all the unused paints from the dock has been used to color these buildings, and hence this neighborhood became totally vibrant, and right now a tourist attraction with souvenir shops, cambio stores, different restaurants. So let's see if we can buy some souvenir, but we don't have any dinero. I don't know how it will work.
So behind me, this color, yellow and blue, this is CABJ, one of their local club, football club, one of the famous ones. So everything is so vibrant and colorful here.
Caminito, the word means little walkway in Spanish because this area was literally the walkway towards the hydroelectric plant El Chorro, and all these buildings which we can see right now were actually the houses of the workers, which later on converted into restaurants and museums, and the leftover paints from that plant has been used to make all these buildings so colorful here. Inside here in this alleyway we got a cambio, finally we got some money, and now I think we can eat and also get the souvenirs. Also I've heard there is a famous tango called Caminito that was inspired from this name.
Most difficult decision in our life: choosing magnets.
All the souvenir shops are packed with footballs. FIFA World Cup, you can just get it in every possible sizes and materials. So we got our magnet finally, and though it's kind of expensive, because one magnet it was like either $5 or 6,000 pesos. We got a choripan. Chorizo is basically sausage and pan means bread. So kind of hot dog version of Argentina, and it looks very delicious. And inside they have given chilies and salsa on top of it because we asked for picante. Let's see how it is.
Gracias.
The cost is
8,000.
muy bien. It's actually very nice. Argentina is famous for grilled beef and all things grilled meat. But the taste is really, really nice. Like you have to come here and taste it. And I know it's a tourist location, so it might not be that authentic, but still it's very good.
So we are right now walking towards the recharging station because Sube card needs to be recharged. In the morning we didn't have much money to recharge fully. So now we got some money. So we are searching for that. We are walking on this cobblestone street which is very colorful here. Buenos Aires, all this influence from Spanish, Italian.
Yeah. We now do have the money, but we need to recharge the Sube card, which we cannot do online, and in the bus stops there are no options. Only in the metro stations you get the kiosk to recharge. But in this particular La Boca area, there are no subte. See? So after hundreds of no, finally we got a pharmacy where they recharge the Sube card. This is actually a tricky situation if you don't have a metro station nearby. So you need to find out some local shops, kiosks or pharmacies where they recharge the Sube card. Behind me you can see the baby pink colored building, which is the Casa Rosada, literally translates to the pink house. This is a federal government building right now, and inside they have museum which has different artifacts of former presidents. And the color pink is because back in the days they wanted to diffuse the tension between the federal party and the opponent. One party has red color, another party has white color, so they mix both the colors and hence the building color is pink. And this is in the eastern part of the Plaza de Mayo, which is a huge plaza, and Mayo means the month of May. And we can see a monument here also, which was erected on 25th May 1810. This structure dates back to 16th century but was constructed around the 1800s. Every building surrounding this Plaza de Mayo dates back to centuries, and these are all old Argentinian architectures which is kind of influenced, I guess, from Spanish or Italian, if I'm not wrong. Let me know in the comments.
Portuguese. And also I heard that Prime Minister here, or President, I don't know which one, who comes here by helicopter. This country is so poor, but their political leader uses helicopter to come to office. But everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
The magnet which we bought, it is almost $5.
Yeah, I wonder how the locals are sustaining life. Yeah, because we went for groceries for the Airbnb and we didn't get much. Also the quality is also not great. Still it was about $40.
Yeah.
So it's expensive.
Very expensive.
the museum of Casa Rosada, which I was talking about, is this one, and this is open and free to enter.
Regarding visa, for Canadians, we do not need visa for 90 days. It is visa-free access. But for Indians, you do need visa. You need to apply for that. So it will take around 10-15 working days to get it approved. And regarding SIM card.
So we are using the same Billion Connect. If you have been following us since our Europe and South America videos, we are using that eSIM. It's very convenient to use, and most of the countries till date we have always get good connection. But in Argentina, we are not getting that much because right now I don't have any network. Canadian SIM is not working, and the eSIM Billion Connect, it's fluctuating. Sometimes it's coming with 4G, sometimes it's not. If you want to use our code FOLLOW, you can get $3 off on your first purchase anywhere across the world.
Unlike Argentina, the other countries, they do have good networks.
Yes. In this Plaza de Mayo area, this is a pedestrian only huge space. Both the sides they have car lanes, but this one is a huge space to walk. And on one side, it's such a contrast of Buenos Aires. We can see like skyscrapers, hotels, banks, all modern buildings, and on this side we have the old centuries architecture, which is giving a nice contrast. And the weather is very good today. Here we are in July right now, so in Southern Hemisphere it's right now winter. So I don't know when you'll be watching this video, maybe that will be winter in Northern Hemisphere, but right now we are enjoying winter in July. Just cross the avenues from Casa Rosada and you will find yourself by this waterfront where there is a new modern bridge called the Puente de la Mujer. Puente means bridge and Mujer means woman, and this bridge, I just got to know, has been built from 100,000 single-use plastic bottles recycled, and that's how they made this walkway. It's impressive actually. And behind me you can see this pirate ship kind of thing, which is totally transporting us to Toronto's harbourfront, because we had the similar kind of pirate ship for tourism. And here there are different restaurants and cafes, and there are some tango shows which also happen, I guess.
Also, they do have happy hour here. 2 beers, 5,200 Argentine peso, which is actually cheap. We are not having our lunch or beer here. We are going to a pizza place, one of the oldest one in Buenos Aires. And this area actually looks like North America financial district. All the banks, all the offices.
Yeah, like in New York or in Toronto, the old buildings which are now all banks. Similar thing here.
Transported to North America.
Yeah, but it's America de Sud.
Sud. Sud means Sudeshna. No, not Sudeshna. Sud means south. While walking towards our next destination, we just found this big gate.
The ICBC bank.
This is a Florida Avenue.
The architecture is so intricate and impressive. Such detailed work.
And also they have this reggae music and all.
Live music, nice sunshine. It's a lovely weekend here.
Muy bonito.
And I just spoke with the local here. She told me and showed a video on her phone that this gate of this ICBC bank actually goes up and goes underground from Monday onwards. The gate comes down like this. It's so cool to see. Walking across the financial district, we came here in this huge avenue. It's like the main road is, I think, called 9th Avenue, and this is the widest crossing in the entire world. Like, you have to take numerous breaks to just cross from one side to another. And in between we have this Obelisco, which kind of is looking like that Washington DC monument presenting the Republic and the independence of the country. And we can see a helicopter. Though there is huge traffic and all this crossing might overwhelm you, but one of the best part about this city is they have designated bus lanes. So it's one of the greatest thing, because you won't be stuck in traffic though you're using public transit. So here, if you can see this particular lane, like on both the sides, they have double lane bus lane, which is only for bus. No cars or any other vehicles will go inside this lane. First time we saw this concept in Seoul, South Korea. Later on we found this thing in many South American countries actually, in Bogota, Quito, and here again. So that's really nice. Apart from 9th Avenue of Buenos Aires being the widest avenue in the world, Argentina also is home to the widest river of the world. So the Rio Plata, or the River Plate, which flows between Uruguay and Argentina, when it reaches the mouth and merges with the Atlantic Ocean, the mouth of the river is the widest, and hence it's the widest river of the world. Pizza is a very famous thing here in Argentina because of Italian heritage here, and one of this store called Guerrin is very famous. We have seen in many videos, so we had to come and try it for ourselves. So we got one portion of cheese, some mozzarella pizza, and this is something with ham and cheese, right? And one Coke Zero. So it's like a very old restaurant, so you have option to sit as well, or you can just stand by the bar and have the pizza. They have oregano and chili flakes, every condiment you would need. So let me put some. The softest and cheesiest pizza I have put in my mouth. Fully loaded with cheese.
Yeah.
So let me taste this. It's better.
Road actually looks like New York. Both the side they have pizza places, they have theaters.
We have heard that it seems Buenos Aires is often compared with Paris,
South America.
South America.
Yeah.
But we are feeling it's New York or South America.
Yeah.
And our very last stop for today is Teatro Colón, which is a historic opera house and is considered as one of the 10 best opera houses in the world by National Geographic. So this was opened in the year of 1906, so it's more than 100 years old, and to go inside the ticket cost is 25,000 Argentina pesos.
And just beside that, there.
Guess what? This is school! We were like, what building is this? Then we checked that it's Escuela is written, which is school in Spanish, and we saw children coming out, school buses waiting in front of the gate. Like, this is a school? So we will go home, to our Airbnb now. We'll take the bus or metro and we will show you where we are staying. We will resume the video tomorrow because we have few more interesting places to see in Buenos Aires. Welcome to our Airbnb stay here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So this is a cute little studio, very small space, but we have all the things you need. So once we enter, here is a cupboard which you need to push to open. And this is our grocery section because we don't have any other space to keep this. And on this side we have an easy chair, and here is an island top, which is basically a dining table, come chopping station, come storage station, everything. But we like the lights here. Opposite to here we have this kitchenette area with lots of mirror. Here's a portable induction top with a wash machine. We have a oven and a microwave, chimney, a huge fridge, lots of storage options with coffee machine, toaster, utensils. And on this side we have this double bed, which is special because this actually foldable bed. Very first time we are staying in a room like that, because when we checked in 2-3 days back, we saw there is no bed. This chair was here, and then we found out that this is the bed. We have to pull it down, which is a very easy installation. You just need to pull it down and your bed is there, voila. And we have a huge bedside table, TV. Here is a storage unit with iron, washer dryer in the same machine. Second reason after kitchen why we like Airbnbs. And a cute little cozy washroom, commode, wash basin, mirror, and a heated towel rack which is not heated. And we have a bidet. For sure whoever has fixed it have never used it because it's in my height. And the shower area where water runs out here because it's not properly closed, but it's manageable. The location is good. We have a subway station in 2 minutes walking distance, and here we are staying for 6 nights, and the cost is $48 per night. So now it's a bright new another day here in Buenos Aires. Let's go and see the rest of the city.
So in the streets of Buenos Aires, we see all the sofa, but this looks like the normal sofa, but it's made with cement, concrete.
Yeah, it's cement.
Yeah.
First when I saw, I thought how it is surviving the rain and cold, but then it's like no, it's cement, it's hard. Mainly in the bus stops it's here.
Yeah. So our first stop today is the day 2, we are going to a bookstore.
Because morning you should read. My shoelace.
Yeah.
We just got outside of the world's second most beautiful bookstore. Yes, after Portugal, this has been named by National Geographic as the second most beautiful bookstore in the world, and it truly is. This is called El Ateneo in Buenos Aires, which is a bookstore inside a grand theater. So back in the days in 1919, there was a theater and cinema called Grand Splendid, and later in the 2000s they renovated and reopened it as a bookstore. So when you enter, you feel the theatrical vibe, especially this paintings on the ceiling. It's so beautiful, like Roman architecture, how we have seen in Europe. It's like that, and with the curtain, the stage, everything is so same, but it's a bookstore. It's kind of a different feeling. Like we have been to a couple of bookstores at this point of time, like in Seoul and also in Germany, but this one is so different and unique. Do visit whenever you're here in Buenos Aires, and if you're a book lover, you should.
Not only people are visiting here, they're also buying the books also. So you can buy a book because this is a bookstore.
All kind of categories are here. It was mostly fascinated with manga section.
But that manga section, everything is in Spanish.
Yeah. Now let's have some food. Really hungry.
So after traveling to 59 countries, this is the first time we got scammed. So yesterday what happened? We were trying to do cambio, which is money exchange, from our dollars to local pesos.
Here there are two kinds of money exchange, one official, one unofficial. Mostly people do the unofficial rate, and you will hear people just saying cambio like that, and you know that okay, I need to contact that person. And yesterday we got 1300 peso for our dollar. That was the rate, right?
First one we got $1260. It was the alleyway. So they always take you to an alleyway. So we went to alleyway in the morning. So we got a good rate, $1260 for $1. Later in the day, we got again a good rate, which is $1300 for $1.
Yeah.
So we went again in the alleyway, and they gave us this much amount, like a bundle.
Yeah. So we exchanged $100. Obviously, we were supposed to get 130K.
130K, yes.
Yes, pesos.
So what they'll do, they will take you in the alleyway, they will count the money in the machine, and they'll give you the punch with rubber band.
Yeah, like a bundle.
So obviously we didn't count it because we saw in the machine it shows 100 notes with 100,000 and a 30,000 with 30 notes.
When we got to the Airbnb, I started counting the note, and I found out in the 100,000 bundle there were only 80,000. So they didn't give us 20,000 pesos, which is around $15. There have been many situations where people tried to scam us,
Just
like in
Azerbaijan,
Azerbaijan, in many countries. But till date, we haven't until yesterday. The purpose of telling you the story is whenever you're doing the cambio, wherever in the country, in any parts of the world, always count your notes. Even if you're seeing that on the machine, even if the bundle is this much, count the notes.
Yeah. So we'll do all the mistakes so you don't have to.
So our mate adventure is kind of disappointing right now because we ordered a mate, a cappuccino, a French croissant, a dulce de leche pastry. So dulce de leche is basically a caramel flavored condensed milk, so which is very famous in Argentina and Brazil. Like you get everything in dulce de leche, be it yogurt to milk to pastry to ice creams to gelato, everything. So this is the first time we are going to try it.
So this is a store-bought commercial mate. We asked for an original with proper cup, not this plastic cup. We came one of the oldest cafe in Buenos Aires. I never expected this one. Like they will give me in a plastic cup. This is not acceptable. Maybe when we'll go to El Calafate, we'll try one more time the original cup which they sell in the store. You will find everywhere in the store the proper cup for mate. Not this one, not this commercial one. Anyway, cheers. Let's see how it is. So bitter. It's like I'm having grass water.
We had our plastic cup mate.
It's not that mate,
irritating.
yeah.
Like, first of all, it's plastic, which we try to avoid. Secondly, we are paying so much in one of the oldest cafes in the city. 1848, it seems the cafe was open, and it looks so good. But the coffee was not good. The mate was in plastic. The croissant, it was so cold and hard.
And the pastry was also not good.
Even everything was bad. We just spent 17,500 for nothing. Definitely not recommending this restaurant. But the place is really nice. Like,
Yeah.
the vibe here, live music, sunshine, people are walking by. It's a weekend here. And there's a flea market as well. But where we are going to a cemetery.
Yeah, let's see how to go there.
Suspirando mismo los dos.
We just went inside a church here, and one fact that here, apart from Maradona and Messi, another important person who is very famous in Buenos Aires, in every souvenir stores and everywhere, is Pope Francis, like the Pope of Vatican City, who died
Just recently.
So he was from Buenos Aires. So these are three famous personalities you will see all over the city. So I think we have built up enough that we are going to a unique cemetery. We are not, because we just found out that to enter you need to pay 20,100 Argentinian pesos per person. This is unique because all the burials have unique structures on top of it, like houses, different architectures, and there are some famous people who have been buried here. So that's why it's kind of interesting to see. But we are not going inside this one. Hopefully our next stop will be free. So let's go.
Who keeps entrance fee for cemetery? Why? It should be free.
There's a very famous store which had huge rating on Google, a gelato cafeteria kind of store called Rapanui. We bought one sandwich, corn queso and almond, like ham and cheese. It was really nice. And we took one scoop of tiramisu and one scoop of glacier de coco, like something with coconut. And our last stop was a museum which is free to enter, and this is called Museo Nacional de Bellas Artes. So it's like an art museum here in Buenos Aires. It's more than 100 years old, and they have two stories. In the ground floor there are different ancient historic arts, and on the first floor there are modern and contemporary arts. Looked good, like the colors, the lightings, different sculptures, so it's kind of interesting. So we spent an hour inside there, and now we spotted our rainbow bridge here, so let's go and see it. That wraps our Buenos Aires episode. Hope you have liked it. We have liked the city. It's like a love and hate relationship because we got scammed, except that everything was good. And we will be back to Argentina sooner than you think. But upcoming next will be our 60th country. So for that, do subscribe and share this one with your friends and family.
And please press the like button and the bell icon to get that notification. Till then,
Follow their friends.
ciao ciao.
Hey, churro! Churro, and we don't have dinero.
No dinero for churro.
Has been built from.
I'm having go baby go. আছি আমরা দুজন হ্যাঁ there are dead people inside.
And that wraps our Buenos Aires episode. No.